More lies, man. More lies. Okay. I did a video, all right, on Jason Isbell getting ripped off, scammed for $650,000 on an old vintage Les, of course, a vintage Les Paul, 58, 59, 60, Holy Grails. This is what I've been doing a lot of videos about, man, because I've been hearing how this is the best guitar in the world for 30 years. I've been hearing this lie for 30 years. And I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it, man. And now these guitars are going, this guy paid 650 grand for a guitar. Jason Isbell. And then, okay, now you're not going to believe this. Okay. There was a guy on YouTube. I guess he's a guitar player. His name's Tom Bukovac, right? He puts me in his video. He's talking about me in his video. And you know what's interesting? I was wondering, I said, well, why, of all the videos I put up about Les Pauls, I think there's like 8 of them. I'm going, why does this guy, one, two, three, four, five, there's 8 of them. I go, why is this guy centered on this Jason Isbell video, right? Why is he centered on that one? And by the way, he lies in this video. He lies about me in this video. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm talking about it right now, because he straight up lies. This guy's so full of misinformation, so full of misinformation that it's staggering. And I wondered, why is he so obsessed with my video about Jason? And then I'm thinking, well, I wonder if he's the guy, wonder if Tom is the guy who told Jason that humidity in tone pots sounds good. Tom, is that you? Tom, did you tell Jason that humidity in tone pots sounds good? You got so much misinformation in your video about me, just that can be visibly, easily proven wrong. Okay, this is not like conjecture. You're talking about my subscriber count. You're talking about my videos, what they are, what my channel's about, and it's completely wrong. It's a lie, it's misinformed, or it's purposely misleading. And I'm wondering, Tom, did you mislead Jason? Did he call you up, Tom, and ask you, hey, man, you think I should buy this guitar for $650,000? Well, Jason, it's a good guitar. And, the thing with those guitars is that if there's humidity in the tone pot, like those guitars, they sound good. They sound so good. You can't recreate that. So 650,000 is a bargain. Was that you, Tom? Is that what you did? And now you feel bad about it because somebody called out this sale and said he's a little overpriced. $650,000 for a guitar is a little bit overpriced there, guys. And you started panicking, Tom, because it's overpriced and you misled the guy. Is that what happened, Tom? Now, I don't know, but I'm going to show you right now how this dude lied about me in his video. So who knows what else he's lying about? Who knows what else he's lying about? But it's interesting after I made my video, saying, these 59 Les Pauls are not the holy grail, guys. They're not the best sounding guitar ever made. They're not. Okay, they're good sounding guitars. They're historic. They're collectible. Great. But don't tell me it's the greatest guitar ever made, because it's just not. It's provable that it's not. Think about this. Think about this, guys. What you would have to be saying, Tom, and all your buddies, is that between 58, 59, and 60, when they made 1,700, 1,500 guitars, whatever it was, I don't care, that in the whole history, since they restarted making them in 68, let's just say 70, 80, 90, 2000, 2010, 2020. In the past 55 years, they have never made a guitar that's as good as these guitars they made back in 1959. So they've made millions and millions and millions and millions of guitars, and not one of them, not one, is as good as a 59. Do you realize how ridiculous that sounds? Do you realize how ridiculous it's delirium? I'm calling it burst believer fever. These guys have burst believer fever. They're in a delirium. They can't tell reality from anything because they're so invested in this myth. They're so invested in this idea. They're so taken over by this fever that they can't see reality, man. Listen to this guy.
I brought this guitar to the gig the other night. It's a Les Paul by Gibson.
Oh, by the way, he's talking down to you right now. He's talking down to you right now. This is not about me. This is about his guitar. After I said these guitars don't sound that good, he's like, "Oh, yeah, look at this guitar. It's a Les Paul, a Gibson." Oh, he's talking down to you, people. He's talking down to you. Listen to what he says.
I think it's an old one.
I think it's an old one. I did a video of the guy, what's his name? Smugly talking about Emerald City Stooge, smugly pitches a 1960 Les Paul where he's talking down to you. You're an idiot because you don't know this kind of stuff. That's what Tom's doing right here. It's a humble brag. It's called a humble brag. I got a Lamborghini out in the driveway and I go, yeah, I got a little sports car out there. Yeah. Because I think my Lamborghini is better than anything you got. It's a humble brag. I'm bragging about my guitar, but I'm not going, oh yeah, my Lamborghini will smoke you, dude. No, see, Tom can't do that. Tom goes, oh, well, I got a Les Paul. It's a Gibson. I think it's an old one. Come on, dude. Don't talk down. Don't talk down to people because you got an old guitar. Okay, you got an old guitar, Tom. Cool. You know how we know it's old? Because the finish is faded. It's not there anymore. And the top is inferior to a new one. There's lots of new tops that on just regular issue guitars and special issue guitars and custom shop guitars and Murphy Lab guitars. There's tops on those guitars that absolutely blow this top away, dude. That's how we know it's old, because they used inferior dye and they didn't really use a lot of the flame maple tops. Okay, there's some, but not a lot. Okay, so yeah, we know it's old, Tom. We know it's old because it's got a plain top, doesn't look that good, it's faded out, and the color's not there anymore because they use inferior dye on it. So we know it's old, Tom. Now, first off, he insults me. Okay, so instead of I put a sound clip up where I compared my guitar to Jason's. And boy, if you could tell the difference blindfolded, if you could tell the difference in those clips, man, I am dead on. Okay. And I got another sound clip coming up in this one too, which is dead on, but there's a little bit I couldn't get the tone modeler kind of to match up, which is funny as hell because someone wrote, oh, you're using a tone modeler. Yeah, I'm using a tone modeler to make a point. If some moron in his bedroom can get close to your sound with a tone modeler and a modern day Les Paul, your guitar ain't that great, dude. I don't play out with a tone modeler. I use an amp when I play out. When I rehearse, when I play out, I use an amp because I love the sound of it. I have nothing against tone modelers, but I'm using the tone modeler because they're using so many amps in these demos that I'm trying to imitate their amp with a tone modeled amp of that same type if I can find one. And listen how close I come. Oh my God. This one I nailed, man. I nailed this one too. I nailed the Jason one, but this one I nailed too. That comes up later. Listen, I never insulted Tom. I never said one thing bad about Jason. As a matter of fact, I said, Jason's probably a nice guy. I said that in the video. I said, Jason's a nice guy. He's probably getting scammed. Jason, I'd have nothing against Jason. I'm not talking bad about Jason. I'm saying his guitar ain't all that, and it ain't 650 grand worth of guitar, dude. Nothing against Jason. And then he just immediately comes out and insults me.
Fucking numb nuts.
Call me a numb nuts. Tom, why don't you go and listen to the clip, Tom? Why don't you comment on the clip, Tom? Why don't you listen to my tone that I got? It sounds exactly like Jason. Why don't you comment on that, Tom? Because it sounded just like Jason. You got nothing to say.
Guy, somebody sent me a video of some guy. He's got a very small channel with only like.
This is where he starts the lies. Okay. And it's also, once again, he's talking down to people. He's talking down to me. Oh, he's got a very small channel. Oh, yeah. So what he says isn't important. You got to have a lot of subscribers to be important. As one of the commenters pointed out, there's teenage girls, Tom, doing makeup videos that have more followers than you, buddy. You think they got something real important to say? You think they're really, really great and talk down to people? No, they don't. They get on there, they show their makeup tutorials, and they get off, and they're done. And people like it, that's great. If people don't, that's great. They don't base their life on subscribers. I don't base my life on subscribers, Tom. Okay, I don't do it. If you want to subscribe to my channel, more power to you. Congratulations. If you don't, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not in it for the money, Tom. I state explicitly on my description right here, mission to share valuable information to anyone who needs it. I am not sponsored. I don't advertise. I'm not in it for the money, Tom. I'm not in it for the views, buddy. What about you? What about you, Tom? You basing your self-worth on how many subscribers you got, buddy? Huh? Is your self-esteem low, Tom? You need other people to prop you up, buddy? Listen to this.
A couple dozen subscribers, but
see, this is the lie. This is the lie. This is one of the lies he says. Straight up lie. He says only a couple dozen subscribers. 754 subscribers. A couple dozen in the English language, Tom, means about 24. Let's just say you said it was 3 dozen. That's 36. Let's just say you stretch it, say a couple dozen means 4 dozen. That's 48 subscribers, Tom. So even at the highest number of a couple dozen around there, let's say 60, a couple dozen, 60 subscribers. It's 12 times 5, 60. I've got 10 times that amount of subscribers, Tom. You are so far off on this number that it doesn't surprise me that you're so far off on understanding a quality of a modern day guitar. You can't even bother to look and see someone's got 754 subscribers, and then you say, oh, they got a couple dozen subscribers. Yeah, you got a couple dozen subscribers. A small channel. Hey, I love every one of my subscribers, guys. Hey, what's up? Yeah, subscribe to my channel. I do it.
But I wouldn't even care about that. I don't mind that at all. And I'm not trying to act like a tough guy because I got more subscribers than he does.
Yes, you are, Tom. Yeah, you are, Tom. By the way, you're belittling me. You're trying to make it sound like I don't have anything to say. I'm smaller than you. Whatever I'm saying is not relevant because I don't have as many subscribers as you. That's exactly what you're saying, Tom. That's exactly what you're saying. Another lie.
He talked a little shit about me, and he was
about him. I don't even know this guy. What? Hey, maybe I mentioned, I don't know. I can't remember ever mentioning the guy, but the video that he talks about in this thing is about Jason Isbell getting scammed, not about Tom Bukovac. I don't know. I didn't really know what he's talking about here.
Saying his whole channel, every video that he puts up is
Now, here's another lie, guys. Another lie from Tom. This is too, like, maybe he's drunk. I don't know. Fine. If you want to get hammered, live it up, Tom. Live it up, people. I don't care. But don't get on your channel, Tom, out of your mind and lie about me and provable lies about me, Tom. I'm proving your lies. Are you going to stand up now, Tom, and apologize to me? You going to apologize to me, Tom? Are you going to stand up like a man and say, "Look, I was wrong. I made a video about this guy who upset me and I misrepresented him." You can do that for me, Tom? I ain't holding my breath, buddy. Whole channel, every video I put up now, got this guy's whole channel, every video I put up.
Trying to debunk the myth of the original Les Paul burst.
Trying to debunk the myth. Every video on my channel is about that, guys. Now look, here's my video. Here's my channel. I have 226 videos. Okay. I have 226 videos, which is not a lot, compared to someone like Chase the Heat, Johnny Scoville, and these guys. They put up videos every day, 2 or 3 a day. I'm not saying that's a lot of videos, but I'm saying out of 226 videos, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos on this Les Paul myth. I just started doing it a couple weeks ago. Look at this. Here's a clip of my band, Blues in Babylon, playing Spoonful. Here's a clip of some music I made with a band called Silke. A song called No Soul to Hide. Great song. I love the song. Another clip of me. Story about a gig I was on. Flying V, Albert King Flying V I got. Greg Allman, Gibson Explorer. How is every video about debunking a 59 Les Paul? How is every video? I've got 226 videos and 8 of them are about Les Pauls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's 226? So I got 217 videos, 218 videos that aren't about Les Pauls, have nothing. Don't even mention a Les Paul in it. Don't say Les Paul once in it. Well, hold on a second. 217, because I do mention Les Pauls in this one about Gibsons. So I got 217 videos up. Don't mention one thing about a Les Paul. And to him, my whole channel.
His whole channel, every video that he puts up.
My whole channel, every video I put up is debunking the method of Les Paul. Tom, you want to retract that statement, buddy? See, the more this goes on, the more I'm almost sure he's the one who told Jason that humidity in tone pots is good. By the way, Tom, I'm going to put in a call to Paul Reed Smith and ask him, hey, Paul Reed Smith, you make guitars. You think you should, how much humidity you put in your tone pots over there, man? Hey, Mr. Smith, how many, I know you build good guitars, but they must be really good because you put humidity in tone pots, don't you? How much humidity would you recommend I put in my Paul Reed Smith tone pot to make it sound better? I'm almost positive he told Jason that.
Debunk the myth of the original Les Paul burst and saying that it's ridiculous that anybody would ever own one of these.
I never said that. I never said. I said if you want to spend your money, if you want to spend 650 grand on Les Paul, it's your money. In my opinion, you got scammed. That's my opinion, but I don't care where you spend your money. Tom, go spend all your money on a Les Paul. I don't sell your house, Tom. I don't care. I don't care.
And that all the new ones are just as good.
I never said all the new ones are just as good. I said modern day production. You can get a sound of a 1959 with a modern day guitar. Not all the new ones are just as good. Not all of them. But they are making guitars right now that are just as good. 100%, in my opinion, Gibson is making guitars right now that are just as good as a 1959. Not all of them. Okay? But yes, they are making them right now.
His whole channel, every video he makes is like making fun of anyone that would buy.
See, now I'm making fun of people. Every video I make is making fun of people who would
an original 58, 59, or 60 Les Paul.
So now I'm making fun of people in every video on my channel. Every video on my channel. What about this one where I put up my music? What about this one where I put up my music, Tom? What about this one about a 1960 Fender Stratocaster that sounds like garbage? What about this Eric Johnson's signature Fender Stratocaster? What about that? What about that video, Tom? I don't mention a Les Paul in there once. Here I'm demoing out a 1983 Gibson Explorer. Here I'm talking about a scam on eBay for that almost scammed me. They almost scammed me on eBay. How is that? Here I'm talking about Stratocaster, those Tusk saddles that I put on my guitar. How am I making fun in every video of anyone that would buy an original 58, 59? I'm not doing that. I mean, this is delusional. This is delusional. The guy is deluded. He's got burst believer fever. He can't see reality. He can't understand reality. He can't understand that a 59 is not the best guitar ever made. Somebody said what? So what? Somebody said what? What?
Okay, so that alone is enough to piss me off a little bit. But then he started attacking my friend Jason Isbell.
I never attacked Jason. I said Jason was the victim. And guess what, Tom? I'm now going to forward that you might have been one of the guys that victimized this poor kid. He might have got a lot of information from you, Tom, that was misinformation. You might be key in this whole thing about Jason being talked into spending $650,000 for a guitar. Tom, step up now. Did Jason ask you, what do you think of this guitar, Tom? Is it any good? And you told him? Tom, did you tell him? Yeah, that humidity in those tone pots is just makes it sound so much better.
And
listen.
And that Jason was a dumbass for buying that guitar that he bought, that red eye guitar. And I sent that video to Jason, and we had a laugh about that.
First off, he's talking down once again. He's talking down to me and talking down to you by saying, "Oh, that's my friend Jason." See, he's somebody you don't know. He's my friend. See how much better I am than you because we're friends. You're just talking about the guy. You just saw him on the news, but he's my friend. See, I'm better than you. And then the guy has the nerve. Tom has the nerve to say he sent the video to Jason and they had a laugh about it. Now, Tom, what kind of friend are you? What kind of friend are you? You're laughing about a video where a guy absolutely plainly, truthfully lays down and says, lays down a dialogue where he says, that's me, who says, humidity in your tone pots, Jason, doesn't make it sound better. Your guitar malfunctioning, your pickup malfunctioning doesn't make it sound better, Jason. And you're laughing with the guy? So Tom, you watched my video where I forwarded the fact that humidity in a tone pot doesn't make it sound better. And you laugh with the guy like, oh, see, that guy who made that video is a real dumbass because boy, that humidity really does make your tone sound better, doesn't it, Jason? So you're allowing Jason to continue with the delusion that humidity in a tone pot makes your guitar sound better? What kind of friend are you, Tom?
Yeah, to be real dumbass to buy that guitar that's going to be worth $2 million in a couple 10, 20 years.
Oh, is that what you told him? Oh, here we go. Jason said, what do you think, Tom? Should I buy this guitar? Well, this guitar is going to be worth $2 million in 10 to 20 years. Huh. Tom, I don't know if you're an investment banker. I don't know if you're in any position to give financial advice to anybody, but let me tell you something, dude. This market could drop out. When you start getting up to these kind of prices that they're getting up to, this market could drop out. You're narrowing your audience for this guitar so narrowly. You're making your audience so small. Boy, this bottom could drop out. This bottom could drop out any minute. And I'm going to make a video about a guy who owns most of these guitars. He's a billionaire, dude. He's a billionaire, and he could absolutely wreck this market in one day. One day he could wreck this market. This thing could be propped up, guys. This market could be propped up. You don't know. I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna look into it. But Tom, this market could fall out. The bottom could fall out of this market, Tom. 100%. So, what'd you tell him? You told him it would be worth $2 million. Spend it now, Jason.
But man, I mean, just live and let live, people. Yeah.
Okay. Well, just let me live. Let me do my videos, Tom. Let me do my videos, and you just stay out of it. Okay, buddy? You keep your opinion over there. And you know what? I'm gonna show you a demo where I go against another Les Paul lie. Okay, but you know what? I'm gonna look up Tom's videos now. I'm gonna look up some Tom videos, and I'm gonna find some of him playing his 59 with an amp that I can recreate, and I'm gonna recreate his sound. I'm gonna recreate Tom's sound, and I want everybody to hear how close I can come to it with my guitar, with my lowly, my lonely Les Paul Gibson that's not old, Tom. I got a Les Paul Gibson, but it's not old, okay? And I'm gonna watch. Just watch. So anyway, man, Tom, he's so misled. He's got first believer fever. Now for my demo, for my little demonstration on me getting the 59 sound. See, that's the thing with these guitars is it's the sound that counts when you're playing guitar. When you are playing guitar, it's the sound that people listen to. It's the sound. So if you can get a sound of a 59, why would you spend $350,000 on one? See, that's the thing. People are saying, well, the guitar is historical. The guitar is, it's collectible. Yes, it is. But it's only historical and collectible because people have raved about the sound of it. The sound of it is a huge part of what's driven these prices up. And listen, they even say it right here. A true holy grail electric guitar. It's a holy grail electric guitar. Why? What good is an electric guitar if you can't hear it? It's the holy grail because of the sound. Now here's another lie. Okay, here's Les Paul lie number 389. I don't know, 300,089. 1950 Les Pauls are all great guitars. 1959 guitars are all great guitars. No, they're not, dude. No, they're not. It would literally be impossible for every guitar to roll off the line in 1959 and sound like gold. Literally impossible because they don't even do it today. Not every guitar that comes off of the Gibson factory today sounds like gold. In a good year, my estimation is 40 to 45% of the guitars they're untouchable. They sound so good. That's in a good year. When you pull them off, they sound so good and they're so playable that it's just you instantly fall in love. That wasn't the case in 1959. Not every 59 sounds good. Norm from Norm's Rare Guitars said 1/3 of them sound great, like golden. Another third of them sound good. And then the other third, he called them dogs. They're dogs. They don't sound good. So Rumbleseat is lying once again, forwarding the myth, telling the lie that every 1959 sounds great. Every 59 guitar, they're all great guitars. No, they're not, dude. No, not every 59 is a great guitar. And now I'm going to go out by playing you the the comparison of this dude playing the 59 through a Park amp and me playing a 2015 Les Paul traditional through an amp modeler, and listen to how close I get with the tone.